everybody, it's Tom Stevens, your resident psychotherapist from Reaction Therapy, here to break down my favorites list of the NF Hope album in two different ways today. I'm going to break down a mental health favorites list, and I'm going to break down my overall. If I have a playlist and I just want to listen to music, what my favorites would be, because they're actually different. So I have two separate lists to give you today. The first is going to be the mental health songs in the Hope album, the order from 13 all the way up to 1, the most mental health related song, in my opinion, off this album. I have my white on today because I have hope. This album has been brutally difficult to put in order for me because so many of these songs, every time I listen to another song, it's like, man, that was really good. So that's got to go up to the top, and then that's got to go up to the top. Pretty soon, it's really difficult. But I want you to go along with me with this, and I want you to tell me in the comments what you think the most mental health related song in the Hope album is, and your list even would be great to see, because I couldn't help but do a favorites list. Like if I'm just going to listen in my car to music from NF, which ones I would listen to in what order, and also the mental health, because you know mental health awareness spreading to the world through music and lyrics is our mission, and that's what we want to do today. So without further ado, here we go. We're going to do this. Starting with number 13, the song that to me had the least mental health focus. Now remember, you get to have comments on this too, and I can be very wrong in a lot of these. But the 13th rated song when it comes to mental health, Careful. Mainly because there's about half of this album that was hype. It was jamming, it was awesome, and it was kind of like, I'll show you, I'm tough, I got my stuff, nobody steps on me, I run over everybody. And so half of them I had to kind of put in the order I thought would work. So Careful would be my 13th rated mental health song on the album. Number 12, it's actually one of my favorite songs, but not mental health wise. Pandemonium is number 12. Pandemonium's there because, look, I think he should open the concert with this. I think this should be the concert opening song for him. But Pandemonium, as hype as it was, wasn't as strongly mental health focused as a lot of the other music on the album. So Pandemonium is number 12. In at number 11 for mental health related songs is Suffice. Now, this could go either way for some people, but Suffice to me is kind of like, look, that just doesn't suffice. That just doesn't work. And I'm telling you who I am, what I do, what I bring to the table, and I work hard. I give it my all. It's got mental health in it, but to me, maybe it's just because it didn't pack the punch that so many other songs did. So number 11 is Suffice. The 10th ranked song when it comes to mental health, Motto. Really liked Motto, the video. The song was not my favorite on the album at all, but it was one of my favorites. So I don't know how to say that, but because I liked every single song on this album. But if I was forced to rank them, number 10 would be Motto, mainly because it does have mental health in terms of like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like I just keep doing what I do. And that could be up there, but there were so many mental health focused songs. These last 5 or 6 songs were kind of all in a lump together. So number 10, Motto. The 9th rated mental health focused song, Let 'Em Pray, which I love this song. It just was kind of like, you know what? If people are going to talk bad about me, let them pray. If they're praying on my downfall, if they're hoping that I just end up in the dirt and don't make it, let them pray. Now, mental health, right? That can be mental health. So I'm not saying these ones, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, are not mental health focused. I'm saying in order for me, if I was going to list a mental health focused song for you, this is the order I put them in. So number 9, Let 'Em Pray. Number 8, getting into the juice pretty soon here. Number 8 is Turn My Back. And again, these are all together, y'all. We could probably mix these last 5 or 6, all in any order, and it would work just fine. But Turn My Back, it's one of those songs that hits like it's bravado. It's him saying who he is and what he does and what he's here to do, but not as much of the hardcore mental health like some of them have. All right. Now we get to kind of the middle ground because we're getting to number 7. And we're kind of right in the middle. So I feel like there were 6 really strong mental health focused songs on this album, 6 really hype songs, and 1 in the middle. The number 7th ranked mental health song is Bullet. And I loved Bullet. I mean, it just reminds me of my wife, Jill. And I love the idea of, I would die for you. I would do anything I could for you. I would take a bullet for you because that's how much you mean to me and that's how much you matter to me. So it's a hugely important song to me, which is why I want to rank all of these top 7 songs at 1, but I can't because I'm forced to put them into a list. So Bullet, love the song, is number 7. The number 6th ranked mental health focused song for me on the Hope album is Gone. And this is interesting because these top songs all had a very specific focus in them to me. This was a song, Talking to Your Ex, beautiful song. Love the harmony, love the melody of these two. But it was talking about resolution, and it was talking about realizing that maybe it's better the way it is. But boy, when I reminisce and I think back, it really does hit home to me and makes me remember our relationship. Even though we're not supposed to be together, I still think about it from time to time. And so it's kind of talking back to that ex that you don't see anymore and they're gone and you just wonder, you reminisce and go back and try to get resolution. Number 5 ranked mental health song off the Hope album is none other than Mistake. Oh, this could be number 1. It really could. Like when you look at mental health and you want a song that relates to when you feel like you just haven't done it, you don't cut the mustard, you haven't measured up, you haven't been who you've needed to be, you've made mistakes. Remember, just because you've made mistakes in life doesn't mean you are a mistake. I always want people to hear that in therapy with me. And this Mistake song, honestly, is to all the doubters. It's to the people in his life, in your life, that will say or have said, you're not good enough, you can't make it. So it goes to your self-worth. And to me, this song is hugely important. So Mistake, number 5, is such a big song when you feel like you just haven't done enough. Listen to that because remember I talked to you about children. A child and their behavior is separate. Just because their behavior is this way and not good all the time doesn't mean they're not good as a person. You matter. Your self-worth matters. Okay, number 4. This is where we get to the deep stuff. The number 4 ranked mental health song. Can you guess what I would say? It's Hope. Hope is the number 4 ranked mental health song. Love this song. What a start to the album. You start with Hope, you end with Running. 2 bookends of a beautiful story that NF created. And in here, he's talking to Hope, and then Hope is talking back to him. It's kind of like talking to God, and then God's talking back to you. He's talking to Hope, and he's trying to kind of get that inner strength inside of him to practice letting go of listening to that dark side, that fear, and holding on to Hope. And Hope's kind of saying, look, you've had your run. I am the one who's going to take over now. I'm going to have to instill this in you because you've had your shot. Gave it a great run, but it's time. So to me, Hope is like, it's talking to Hope, but it's finding that inner core strength that you can do it. You're capable. You can make this life happen the way that you want it to happen. Love Hope so much. All these here, oh my goodness, these are great songs. All right, the 3rd ranked mental health focused song off of the NF Hope album is Happy. Happy is the 3rd ranked song. Now, this is interesting because I got a lot of trash talk from people when I did the reaction to Happy because of the video and me messing up different parts of the video. But you know what's interesting? Go listen to Happy by yourself without the video. Just listen to the song and recognize what Happy's about. For me, Happy's about a conversation with God. He's talking to God right at the beginning. Dear God, it's been a couple years. Haven't been around. He's having the conversation with God almost in an apology of saying, I haven't been there. I haven't shown up. I haven't put myself at your feet. I haven't tried to be the person that I need to be. And I get caught up in all the little things. And I have no idea what I'd even live like if I was happy. And that's the sad part in a lot of our lives. If we were happy, we don't even truly know what it would be like because we just haven't experienced it in so long. So when you watch the video, it's a little different story than you really listen to the song. So as I listened to the song, I thought, wow, this packs so much mental health because he's realizing I have just been winging it on my own. I've been creating my own destruction. I've been creating a life that's not happy, that hasn't been good. And I've let myself go, and I need to reconnect with you, God, to be able to make my life better. Nobody can argue with that. So number 3 is happy. The final 2, the second ranked song. Boy, there's 2 amazing ones left. Can you picture what Tom would say is the second ranked mental health focused song off the Hope album? It is, drum roll, Mama. Mama is the second ranked song, and when it comes to mental health, and obviously he's talking to his mom, and he's got a kind of resolution to how could you leave us, and that story of being so angry, so hurt, so betrayed, so abandoned, so just down from how he grew up, how he lived, and what his mom kind of put him in. And this was the most beautiful rendition of trying to get closure with his mom I could imagine. And him saying, save a table for 4. What's it like? I can't wait to see you. I can't wait to talk to you. Tears will be flowing. Apologies will be bountiful. And it is such a strong mental health awareness song that all of us really need to hold on to with somebody in our lives when we lose them, and we didn't get resolution. We didn't get to, and I think it comes with maturity for him as he's grown up into adulthood, as he's become married, as he's dealt with his issues probably in therapy, as he's gotten, a child and realized his position in life. And it's not easy all the time. It's hard. Being married's hard. Having children's hard. Showing up is hard. Mama just does everything. And there's only one song to me that outdid it. One song. The number one song when it comes to mental health is none other than Running. Running just had it all for me. Running to me packed everything in. It was a perfect closure to an album. It was the perfect bookend, like I said, to Hope at the beginning. And I think it's the perfect way for him to finally talk to Fear and say, goodbye. It's time for you to go. I'm not going to listen to you anymore. You don't matter the way you mattered before. And I'm not going to believe what I've believed forever, because I've seen my life. I've seen the gifts God has given me. I've seen the wife that I have. I've seen the child that I have. I've seen the privilege that I've had. I've seen the opportunity that I've had, the family, the closeness. I have been so far down that it's time for me to not let myself go there anymore. So I feel like it's him talking to Fear and finally saying goodbye to Fear, my favorite song when it comes to mental health, because it is such a cool thing to hear in the rendition with the guitar playing and how he just has a conversation with Fear at the end. The way he wraps that out was so cool also. Just amazing. There is my top 13 when it comes to mental health off the Hope album. Now, I want to do the top 13 songs when it just comes to Tom's favorites. So this doesn't need tons of explanation. I just thought y'all might want to hear what my favorites were. If I'm going to have a playlist and you're going to say you get one NF song to listen to today off this album, this is my order it's going to be in. So all of them I love. I listen to this album, pieces of it every single day, honestly. But when it comes to Tom's favorite off the album, 13th ranked song, Motto. Love Motto. Love the video. Really love the video. And I love just the catchy and the poppiness. It doesn't pack the punch that the NF songs, the other ones, do for me. So it's going to be ahead of a lot of other music I listen to, but 13th ranked on this album. Number 12 in terms of Tom's favorites, Turn My Back. Again, love Turn My Back. It's just not the one that I'm going to go to first, because there's 11 others that I would go to before I go to that, but I definitely would go to it because I love how he just packs a punch and he speaks his mind. Number 11 might surprise some of you, is Mama. So probably part of the reason I wouldn't just go to Mama is because it wouldn't hype me up. It wouldn't get me going. It actually makes me reminisce. So maybe I'm kind of avoiding the reality of hard feelings by putting Mama at 11, realizing that now, that I just kind of don't want to listen to it. It's a little bit like How Could You Leave Us, but more in a happy way, but still hard. So it's not one that I would put at the top of my playlist. Number 10, the song I would listen to 10th off this album is Bullet. Maybe a surprise for some people because I talked so much about it when it came to mental health. And maybe it's because of the melody. Maybe it's because of the pace of it. Maybe it's because it reminds me of Jill and it brings tears to my eyes. And maybe that's why I'm not one to listen to it. But then the top songs can bring tears to my eyes too. So bullet number 10, these are so difficult because they're all just glommed together. Number 9, ninth favorite song off this album is Suffice. I really like Suffice because I thought it had the hype and I thought it also had the, I'm only going to tolerate the best. I'm only going to tolerate what I should. I've got my people around me. I've got my life and I'm going to live the way that I need to live. So number 9 is Suffice. Now number 8, kind of getting close to the middle of this album, is Happy. I feel like this should be higher, but I think it's maybe the kind of poppiness of it instead of the old NF style that I want to when I'm going to go listen to something and work out in a gym. So 8 is kind of right in there, close to the middle. Happy. Love the song. Love the video, even though I screwed it up. Still love it anyway. Number 7 in terms of Tom's favorites is Mistake. Boy, this one hits hard. Like, this is one, it reminds me of myself. It reminds me of a lot of people that I've seen in my life. And it's one that I think if you want some to check yourself and to really just get in a mood of seriousness, Mistake is a song to listen to. Not a song to get hyped up with though, probably, for sure. Number 6 off the album. So we're getting up to the top 6. Number 6 is Gone. I love this. I love the harmony. I love the melody. I love them singing together. And I love the resolution of knowing this relationship shouldn't have happened, even though at the time I really wanted it to happen. Now, your top 5. The 5th favorite song off this album in terms of what I would listen to is Hope. I love Hope because it's a conversation to God. And it's him realizing, I need to come back to you. I need to spend more time with you. You matter to me, and I've let my life go. And look at what I've produced because of it. Like I say about my life, I wouldn't wish it on anybody, but I wouldn't trade it for the world. I know there's a God because I couldn't have messed up everything I did in my life and still come out with the life I have today. It's just not possible to me. When I did it my own, I screwed it up. When I let him have it, it's turned out a lot better. Now your top 4. Top 4, the 4th favorite song I have is Let 'Em Pray. And this is where it gets hype. Let 'em pray. I just love, you want to pray on my downfall? Let 'em pray. It's okay. God ain't listening. It's fine. I don't mind. Number 3, third favorite song off this album, just for Tom's sake, not mental health, but for Tom's sake, is Careful. Boy, I love this song. Gosh almighty. Oh, the two of them together singing this song, and they are just, right, left, just taking people down one after the other. And here we are, man. This is what we got. Can't wait to see them on tour. Now your top 2. Second favorite song, if I'm going to listen to right now after I get off this video. The second song I'm going to listen to, Pandemonium. Pandemonium is what I think he should start the concert out with every time. I think it's a hype song. It's a great song. It talks about who he is, his arrival, so to speak, to me in a hardcore way. I just love this song. I love the lyrics. I love the beat. Everything about this song I love. And the only reason this song is not number 1 is because of the impact it's made on my life. So without further ado, the number 1 song that's my favorite off this album, both lists, is none other than Running. Running had it all. Running was just the perfect song for me. I listen to it literally every day. I'm trying to learn the guitar pieces on my guitar as I learned guitar this year. I am trying my best. But it was my opportunity to realize I can say goodbye to the things that have been holding me down. I can say goodbye to the things that are convincing me I don't matter. I can say goodbye to the things that are telling me I'll never amount to anything. And you can do that too. Running just packed it all. Mental health, it packed the song, the way the guitar is playing. It pulled together the climb it had in it. It pulled together everything for me. I would listen to this song first every single time. And I still do every single day that I wake up. So those are my top 13 of my favorites and of the mental health focused song. I hope you enjoyed it. Please in the comments, let me know what your favorites are, mental health wise or favorites, because I love to see people's lists and I read them to see people's different opinions on them. Remember, obviously this isn't real therapy, but we have links that could help you. And I want to hear your comments because mental health matters, you matter, and reaction therapy is one awesome family. Thanks so much for being here. We'll see you on the next reaction therapy.